Good morning, my viewers. Welcome to my class. Today's class is pronoun. I have already completed noun perfectly. Now we are going to enter the class that is pronoun. The topic what I am going to teach is pronoun. Okay, let us see what is called a pronoun. Actually ఏం లేదండి, నామవాచకమునకు బదులుగా వాడిన సర్వనామానం. It means to say that the word whichever is used instead of a noun is said to be a pronoun. For example, let us see here one example. Raja is going to school. He is a good boy. He means who? Raja. Whatever the word that is used instead of a noun is called pronoun. For example, somewhat lengthy sentence. The decision of the government is very nice. Everybody accepted it. What is that? చిన్న వర్డ్ అండి. ద డెసిషన్ ఆఫ్ ది గవర్నమెంట్ అనే దాని బదులుగా ఎవ్రీబడి లైక్ ఇట్ అన్న, అంటే ఇట్ స్టాండ్స్ ఫర్ ది డెసిషన్ ఆఫ్ ది గవర్నమెంట్. లైక్ దట్ వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ ప్రొనౌన్స్. And actually the pronouns are classified into different classes according to the function they do in a sentence. అంటే ఒక సెంటెన్స్లో అవి చేసేటువంటి పనిని బట్టి వాటికి డిఫరెంట్ నేమ్స్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. వన్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ ఈజ్ ఫస్ట్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు నో అబౌట్ పర్సనల్ ప్రొనౌన్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ పర్సనల్ ప్రొనౌన్స్? ప్రొనౌన్స్ విచ్ స్టాండ్ ఫర్ పర్సన్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో థింగ్స్. కమ్ టు ద పాయింట్. నౌ here you see definition. Pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. That is what I told you. For example, Ganesh is a good boy. He studies well. Who studies well? Ganesh studies well. Here he stands for Ganesh. That is what I told you. Understand? Next, let us see personal pronouns. And different kinds of pronouns. What role they do in a sentence? చూసినట్లయితే మనకి personal pronouns play a very dominant role. Let us see here what some of the examples. Personal pronouns as a subject pronoun. ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్గా వాడతాం. వాట్ ఆర్ ది ప్రొనౌన్స్ దట్ ఆర్ యూజ్డ్ ఇన్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఐ, వి, యూ, హీ, షీ, ఇట్, దే. దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ personal pronouns. Actually here sometimes they are used as possessive pronouns. పొసెసివ్ ప్రొనౌన్స్కి ప్రొసెసివ్ యాడ్జెక్టివ్స్కి కొద్ది డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంది, చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా రండి. పొసెసివ్ ప్రొనౌన్స్ మీన్స్ ఐ కాల్డ్ హెర్. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ప్రొనౌన్. ఇక్కడ చూసినట్లయితే ఐ ఇన్వైటెడ్ హెర్ టు ద పార్టీ. దే ఇన్వైటెడ్ దెమ్. లైక్ దట్ we are using. Here subjective pronoun and also objective pronoun is completed. As a subject we are using. As an object, what are the object that we are using? For example, me, us, వీకి us అవుతుంది. యూకే ఉంటుంది. హీకి హిమ్ అవుతుంది. షీకి హెర్ అవుతుంది. దేకి దెమ్ అవుతుంది. ఇట్కి ఇట్ అవుతుంది. Like that they play the roles of the subject, they play the roles of the object. Let us see here. ఇక్కడ చూసినట్టయితే పొసెసివ్ యాడ్జెక్టివ్ అన్నాం. పొసెసివ్ ప్రొనౌన్కి పొసెసివ్ యాడ్జెక్టివ్కి ఉన్న డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి? పర్టికులర్లీ దోస్ స్టూడెంట్స్ హు ఆర్ అపియరింగ్ ఫర్ ది కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్, పర్టికులర్లీ టెట్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్, and also those who are appearing for language teachers have to be thorough with all these things. Why? There is a narrow gap. For example, I am going to tell you possessive pronoun, possessive adjective ఉన్నటువంటి డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్తాను చూడండి. అక్కడ possessive. For example, ours is Andhra Bank. Ours is Andhra Bank. Our is a pronoun. Theirs is a big family. Theirs is a big family. That is also pronoun. But this is my book. Here my tells the owner of the book. It plays the role of an adjective. This school is ours. This school is ours. There it plays the role of a pronoun. But this is our school. Our school, it plays the role of an adjective. Like that, we have to find out the difference of these two. In detail, they will be taught in the later class. Next, adjective pronoun. Also, I told you how it is used as adjective. Next one is reflexive pronoun. What is called reflexive pronoun? If the doer and also the beneficiary of the action is one and the same, that is said to be a reflexive pronoun. For example, he drives himself. He prepares himself for the examinations. Himself, herself, themselves, like that, these are used as reflexive pronouns. But one thing more important is that empathetic pronoun. What is the difference between empathetic pronoun and reflexive pronoun? చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఎప్పుడు కూడా he himself do it. He himself do it. That is empathetic pronoun. He does himself. That is a reflexive pronoun. మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? అతడు మాత్రమే, he himself did. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం తెలుగు అర్థం చేసుకోవాలంటే తన కోసం తాను చేస్తున్నాడు, అతనే చేస్తున్నాడు. అర్థమైందా? he himself did it. He did himself. Do you catch what I say? She protects herself. She protects herself. ఇక్కడ మనం చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా చూసినట్లయితే ఎంపథెటిక్ ప్రొనౌన్కి ఈ రిఫ్లెక్సివ్ ప్రొనౌన్కి చాలా వ్యత్యాసం కనిపిస్తుంది. చాలా నేరోగా చూడాలి. డూ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఐమ్ టెలింగ్ యూ? అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, హీ డిడ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్. హీ డిడ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్కి ఈ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ డిడ్కి చాలా తేడా ఉంది. ఈ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ డిడ్, ఈ డిడ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్. తనకు తానే చేశాడు, తన కోసం చేసుకున్నాడు. ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ లేటర్. ఓకే, కమ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్ హియర్. దిస్ ఈజ్ reciprocal pronoun. What is called reciprocal pronoun? Generally, reciprocal pronouns are two. Whenever more number of things are there, for example, we use the reciprocal pronoun. The students help one another. అంటే ఒకరికొకరు. అది ఇద్దరు ఉన్నారనుకోండి, ఇద్దరు బ్రదర్స్ ఉన్నారనుకోండి, దే హెల్ప్ ఈచ్ అదర్. అంటే వెన్ ఎవర్ ద థింగ్స్ ఆర్ ఓన్లీ టు గో ఫర్ ఈచ్ అదర్. వెన్ ఎవర్ ది థింగ్స్ ఆర్ పర్సన్స్ ఆర్ మోర్ దాన్ టు గో ఫర్ వన్ అనదర్. ఒకరికొకరు. అంటే ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ దట్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ ఈజ్ టు బి టాట్. Why? Because whatever the topics that are going to be dealt by me are given here. That is only the reason I am going to give you the list of items that are going to be cultivated and make you aware of the concepts. Okay, next one is demonstrative pronouns. What are called demonstrative pronouns? This, that, these and those. Those are called demonstrative pronouns. Sometimes, for example, this is a book. These are apples. Those are monkeys. Like that we are using. But sometimes these play the role of an adjective. ఎలా adjective రోల్ చేస్తాయి? These books are mine. A particular books. అంటే these books. These books. These people. Whenever you say like that, they will become demonstrative pronouns or become as demonstrative adjectives. Let me make it you clear. Here what I told is demonstrative pronouns. Let me tell you the way in which we can get clarified. Okay, Nana? Next. Interrogative pronouns. These are the pronouns which are used for questioning. What are interrogative pronouns only? Pronouns only. Here, what, which, who, whom and whose. These are all called interrogative pronouns. Sometimes they may put you in trouble by due to misunderstanding. Here, what color is this? Here it's not interrogative pronoun. It becomes interrogative adjective. Whose book is this? That is interrogative. It's not interrogative pronoun. It is interrogative adjective. Whose is this book? Is interrogative pronoun. Whose book is this? Interrogative adjective. And I will tell you in detail later by doing number of examples, so you can understand what it is taught. Next, relative pronouns. The pronouns which are used in relative clauses. For example, I am going to read one sentence here. This is the book. This is the book which you promised me. This is the book which you promised me. Here, these are the relative pronouns which are used in sentences. They are same as, interrogative, what we call sentence, pronouns like whose, this is the, man whom you want to meet. Isn't it? This is the book which you like. Like this, we are going to give you interrogative pronouns. Next, what is called relative pronouns. Next, indefinite pronouns. What are called indefinite? There is no definiteness at all. There is no definiteness at all. But here, somebody, we don't know who is somebody. Someone, we don't know somebody. That's why whatever the words that do come under the heading do not give any identity. There is no specialization. There is no particularity regarding the subject what you are talking about, regarding the pronouns what you are talking about. That is why those are called indefinite pronouns. Okay, let us review. Here, what are called pronouns? Pronouns are the words which are used instead of nouns. Those are classified into different classes, which we call personal pronouns. These are the side headings which do come under what we call subjective pronoun, possessive pronoun, objective pronoun, reflexive pronoun, and emphatic pronoun. But don't get confused here. Possessive adjective. It is not a possessive pronoun. You see, this is our class. This is our class. Then what happens? This is his pen. This is my book. Like that, this is the way in which they play the role of adjectives. That is why this is written somewhat in red in color to make you understand better. I think, okay, subjective pronoun, possessive pronoun, objective pronoun, reflexive pronoun, empathetic pronoun, and here, reciprocal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, and indefinite pronoun. Why do we learn all these things? Particularly those students who are going to appear for any competitive examinations, particularly English teachers and also those who go for TET examinations should be prepared, should have the knowledge of it. Because in identifying the parts of speech, these are the questions which are generally being asked. Okay, I think that this class may be more useful to you. I think that if you are interested in the class, please get it subscribed. Thank you.